They're actually flashing their lights like what doggers do. Right, I gotta see this. Am I in Cornwall's biggest dogging hotspot? I have come down to the Pandora Inn, which is kind of near Myler, kind of near Flushing, if you know the sort of Falmouth, Penryn kind of area. And it's actually a pub, and I don't normally park in this car park. I'm not staying here, I'm going to make that clear. But I do want to go paddleboarding out here, but I'm kind of like in two minds, because I'm going to be using the pub, I'm going to be buying something in there, so it's not like I'm just sort of taking up one of their valuable parking spaces. We'll see what they say. Hi there.
Hello.
You open all day today?
We are indeed.
Yeah. I was thinking, I want to go paddleboarding down the river, but I want to make sure that I'm alright to leave my van in your car park if I come back and have a drink. I don't want to just leave it there and then take up one of your spaces. And
yeah, absolutely fine.
Is that fine, is it?
As long as you're coming back, I'm sure the boss will mind.
That thumbs up was to you guys, not to the van or anyone. As you can see, I've taken the ladder off the top of the van. And I've just got the paddleboard strapped in up there. And my sort of plan for this trip, because the last couple of weeks I've not really spent a great deal of time in the van, sort of enjoying it, is I figured I'd come down here, I'd go for a quick paddleboard out in the estuary there, and then I'm just gonna find somewhere to park up, cook dinner in the van, and just enjoy this space. I'm gonna have to step on this. Just drop it. That'll do. Now how am I gonna get down? Like this. Why is this not working? I forgot to tell the guy when he said yeah it'd be fine that I'd be creating loads of noise pollution. I literally get asked all the time where I got this air pump from, and it's actually my parents. They lent it to me about 3 years ago and I never gave it back. Oh, that's quite hot. That bit there got quite hot. So if you do want one of these, I will link it below. You can get one off Amazon. It's Camper Company. They do like tents and things as well, I think. Been learning from my mistakes, and I am putting on sun cream today. I got way too burnt on that boat last week. But the funny thing is, I actually put sun cream on last week, but just once in the morning, and that was it. Water shades. There we go. I am packing a few essentials in this dry bag, water being one of them. My phone, just in case I drift out to sea, and the van keys as well. So I'm strapping the water to the outside just so that it doesn't leak onto everything that's inside. I mean, it's just my drone, but it's not waterproof, so. Right, let's get in the water. Oh, step. See you later. Bye-bye. Right, let's go on an adventure. So my plan is, I haven't really got a plan. I'm going to stick as close to the water line as I can, because the deeper out you go into the river, the stronger the currents get, and I don't really want to be swept out to sea or anything, so safety first. The reason why I say I'm going paddleboarding rather than stand-up paddleboarding is because I very rarely actually stand up. Unless I'm just out on a leisurely one and I'm not actually making a YouTube video, because, oh, this is gross. Dirty seaweed. Because it's not easy to sort of film yourself and obviously try and keep the balance on one of these things as well. Check out this houseboat here. It looks like it's sort of moored up to the back of somebody's garden. See that the steps go up to the house there, but it looks abandoned. Hello, because that window's open there. Don't really want to get into this sewage. Well, it's probably not sewage, but it just doesn't look very pleasant, does it? See that window's open? It's quite nice being nosy. So around here, literally from the Pandora all the way, if you head your way down to like Fiok, the houses around here are so expensive. And I actually said last time I was down here that if I ever become a millionaire from YouTube, then I'd buy one. Well, I'm still not there 5 years later. I wonder if it's free to moor your boats up here. I suppose if you own one of these big houses up here with its own sort of slipway, whether you get like mooring rights or what, I'm not sure, but I mean, that's really nice there. That's quite nice. Some seaweed hanging off that tree. Surely the tide doesn't get that high. My son got a little sad this morning when I was leaving to go on this little trip, even though I'm really not that far away from home. He wanted to come in my van with me, and I had to say to him, sorry Charlie, but Daddy's got to go to work. And then it just sort of hit me that this is work, you know, coming out, going paddleboarding, spending time in my van. You know, I am very fortunate that I can do this for a living, finally. I still do have a part-time job, but it's just nice to be able to support my family by doing YouTube. And you know, it's like doing sponsorships. And I do know that people skip my adverts, you know, when I say today's video sponsor, etc, etc, you know, a lot of people skip it, and that's absolutely fine. But today's video sponsor, for those of you that normally skip, I think you might actually like this one, because it is to do with a question that I get asked a lot about my CCTV. So let's have a quick talk about today's video sponsor. Now, when I was building this camper van, the one question that I get mostly is, where did I get my CCTV system? And I'll be honest with you, as much as I love it, it's not great at night. Now, I have been sent a new product to try out by a company called VSS Tech, and they are today's video sponsor. And here it is. It says it's an AI vehicle security. So we're going to open this up, plug it all in, and just see how easy this is to set up. And then we'll test it and see what the image quality is like and everything. AI DVR monitor system. Okay, so simple wiring diagram. Looks pretty straightforward. Wow, look at the size of that monitor. That's all my wires. Wow, look how small and discreet that is. And it pivots as well. Pivot! I believe that's the internal one that goes mounted sort of to the dashboard. We've got 3 of these cameras, so these would essentially be for both sides and the back of the van, and this one's for the dashboard, the internal one. This one at the back that I've just mounted, obviously the wire is not quite long enough, is it, to get all the way to the front of the van, but they do give you some very nice extension cables. So I'm going to get it all wired up and get it mounted. Now they did say it was plug and play, however I did have to put my own cigarette input into it. I'm going to plug it just into the power station because that way we can test the monitor back here with the other one in the background. It's not going to be a comparison, but this is where I would be using it if it was set up in this van. It's a good monitor though. So just say I want to just look out the front of the van, just double tap, there we go, and we've got a full screen of just that one camera. The rear with reversing lines, which is fantastic. That one, that's my son's car seat I've just put out there for reference. I mean, it is annoying that I've got 2 channels that I can't actually use because it only came with 4 cameras. I'm sure there's a way that you can sort of get rid of those 2. There we go, I've set it up so it's just 4. The system also has remote mirroring capabilities so that you can connect it to your phone rather than have to look at the monitor. It's also very intelligent with its pedestrian detection functionality. Do you know what? I'm actually pleasantly surprised about the image quality of this. And just the overall interaction with the screen is so much better than the other one I've got. This system also offers GPS and Wi-Fi, which you just connect by screwing into the back of the monitor. I'm actually pleasantly surprised to the extent that I might actually replace my CCTV setup. But that all depends also on how it performs during the nighttime. Okay, so it's officially nighttime, as you can see. It may be pitch black, but look at how good the night vision is. Look at it, it's like daylight. So for me, that ticks all the boxes. And as this is a sponsored video anyway, if you check out my link in the description and use my discount code, you'll get some money off. But also there's this QR code as well. Thank you so much to VSS Tech for sponsoring today's video. So whilst you were watching that, I've paddled quite a way. I'm thinking I'm gonna see if I can land here. Ugh. This is I don't know what's in this seaweed that I'm stepping on, but I'm stepping on it. Right, there we go. There's like a gate here. I'm not sure if this is somebody's land or what. My bottoms on my feet, yes, it's private. I'm gonna stand on this grass though. Oh, that's better. Oh. Do you know, I'm actually an idiot. I came all this way, brought my drone with me so that I can get some nice aerial shots of this place, and I didn't put an SD card in the drone, so I just pretty much brought it all this way, risked breaking it in the water if I capsized or something, and I didn't even bring a memory card, so I can't even get any shots. Anyway, imagine this is a drone. Right, well, turn this bad boy around. Don't pop. Do not pop. There we go. Hey look, there's a bee. Come on, bee. You having a rest? Come on you get. Do you want to come with me? I don't want to take you too far away from your hive though, that's the problem. It's times like these you need to carry sugar water on you, just to give them something to get their energy back up. Come on mate, you can't stay with me, can you? I'm gonna go put him on the land. Yeah, he's definitely exhausted, else he'd be flying away. Come on Mr. B. So put you up here on this leaf. There you go, come on. There you go. See you later, bud. It's very important that we protect the bees. I don't know why I'm telling you that, you know. We have arrived back safe. Right, we'll come back for the paddleboard in a bit. Not a lot of space here now. Rather than put this back on the roof, because I think that would be a nightmare, it's going to spend the night on the passenger seat of the van. I'll put its seatbelt on before we drive off, don't worry. As I'm a man of my word, I'm going to go in and get a drink. I haven't had scampi fries in I don't know how long. They've not got real scampi in them now. Been thinking about where to stay tonight. The obvious idea would be to go to Falmouth, but I kind of want to be away from people. Just want to be like out in the middle of nowhere almost. So. Right, see you later Pandora Inn, that was fun. I have landed. I was just thinking as I was walking through here that it's actually, the temperature's definitely dropped. It feels cold, like just being out here. I've got my hoodie on and I'm still a little bit, I'm not at a nice temperature. Look at this. I mean, surely at some point I should probably come and do a stealth camp in something like this. I mean, it is right near a walkway, so it's probably not going to be that stealth, and I'd have to have lights on so that I can film, unless I get some of those like infrared cameras, but it would be fun. But then I remember the last time I walked through these woods at night time, I was absolutely petrified of every little sound. Maybe I'll just need to sort of work up to that a little bit. Oh God. Yeah, it's not a great shelter either. So if it rains, I'd probably just get very wet. I mean, this one actually looks like I might be able to stand up in it. It's much warmer in here. I've got another Vivaro next to me. Get in there. It's pretty much time for me to make dinner. I've got a spider web up here. That's not good. The spiders will get into your van, whether you like it or not. Hello, old friend. It's been a few weeks. Gonna use the grill one tonight. stop us sneaking up, I am going to open this door a little bit. Stop me getting too hot, I'm going to take my jumper off. I've had a lot of suggestions about like mounting a, I don't know, some sort of fan up here just to sort of suck all of this out. Because as great as the roof hatch is, it doesn't actually extract any of this steam, which is annoying. I may have overcooked my steak. Yeah, never mind. It's crispy though. That's all that matters, right? So my non-alcoholic drink for this evening is Pepsi Max. And I'm gonna enjoy this steak sandwich with a little bit of mustard. Considering I overcooked the steak, really good. I made another one. I mean, it was good, it just didn't really touch the sides. Oh, that was delicious. I've just got to tidy up now. Right, the sun's not quite down, but it is getting dark. There's a squirrel out there. Hey, squirrel. Hey. Squirrel. Oh, there he is. Hey, squirrel. On that note, I'm gonna make the bed and go to bed, I think. Why am I getting stuck? Ugh. Bit of an early night for me, I think. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so it's not that early. It's a little bit chilly. I'm not putting the diesel heater on, but I am gonna make the bed with my fuzzy sleeping bags tonight. Well, it's your eye like a big pizza pie. On that note, I'm off to bed. Well, I'm in bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. They're actually flashing their lights like what doggers do. I gotta see this. It's literally way too dark out there for me to be sticking my camera out there with, well, the light of the screen on's just illuminating me too much, so all I can hear is doors shutting now. Oh, they've started their engine. I mean, it's all a little bit weird, isn't it? Oh, the other car's leaving now. Maybe they've spotted me out with the camera, so they're all off. I mean, like I said, as long as they don't keep me awake, it don't really matter, but...
Hi, Matthew.
Hiya.
Do you fancy a bum?
A what?
A bum. Do you fancy a bum?
In what sense?
You know, like a bit of man-on-man action.
Right. Definitely going to bed. Good night. Good morning. The doggers left me to sleep. It is a little bit chilly this morning, I'm not gonna lie. Right, well, it is super busy out there. Like, really, really busy. I'm gonna have to be sneaky. Right, I'm in the front. So, good night's sleep. Once all the doggers had left, obviously, I cannot believe that they actually turned up and were like flashing their lights. When you hear about that, don't you? You know, that's what they do. I think it's worth me sort of mentioning as well that my 2016 Ford Transit camper van, which is now available at raffle, you can win my transit van for as little as £5. So I will link that below. The raffle's only just gone live, so I wish everyone the best of luck. I feel like I need to have one last self camp in it before I let it go. You know, I'm not actually using it at the moment really, so I'd rather it went to a good home. Also, thank you to everybody that supports the channel through buying me a beer through the link in the description, also through all my memberships. And, you know, thank you to everyone else as well who just watches these videos. You're all absolute legends, and it all helps. But other than that, I'll see you next week. Cheers.